the Chaos Gym, everybody. Today with me I have Franco Takahashi, and we're going to be looking over the Sun and Moon set with our initial reviews. Franco's kind of got a little bit of a look at that because he does translations over at PokeBeach, so he's obviously taken a couple look at the cards and he knows what's happening because he has contacts in Japan and friends. But I haven't really looked at anything because I've been more focused on the current format and what's going on. But considering that we might all be going to Anaheim for regionals, and we're going to have to look at the set eventually because we're going to get play with it. So
Yeah.
now is a good enough time to analyze it in a little bit of dull time we have between Dallas and Athens until the next set drops and everyone's preparing for their League Cups. So
hmm
Franco, tell the people a little about yourself. Just say hi, what's up?
Hey everyone, this is Franco from the Chaos Gym. Um, yeah, today we're gonna be looking through the Sun and Moon set, and we'll just give our opinion based on what we see from the scans so far. And yeah, and I will try to share some of my knowledge that I know from like Japan. I know like some players are already like testing out the Sun and Moon
Hmm.
cards in Japan as well, and yeah, I'll mention through some of the useful cards, like what's being played over there, and even if they're not played, like there are some cards that has potential. Like some cards get better over time, or if the meta shifts, they can become useful and stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we're gonna do like a really simple format for this. First off, huge credits to David Hockman, who
hmm
looks like he translated them here over at 60 Cards. Um, I think his Twitter is at RapplemanTCG, so go follow him, go check him out. It's gonna be very simple what we do here. We're just gonna go through because I haven't really looked at it, and they're all compiled in one place for the set cards. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through everything, and if anything I think is good, like I'm gonna just read it, kind of do initial reactions as we go, because this is a lot. This is kind of fresh to me. Um,
Yeah,
so we'll just start off.
yeah.
Caterpie, Metapod, flip a coin, blah blah blah. It doesn't look. This Butterfree doesn't look very good. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, I mean, yeah, that's not very good. Parasect. Flip 3 coins for DCE 10 plus. If you flip 1 heads, deal 20 plus 2 heads, 60 plus 3 heads. That's that's cute, but I don't think I'd play it. Maybe like in a weird forest deck, that could be decent. Um,
But it's a very flip base though.
yeah, maybe like a league challenge deck. Maybe like a league challenge deck.
Let's just move on.
Four forest,
Let's move
four
on.
parasect.
Let's move on.
Bounsweet, Steenie. I know this stage two's gotten a little bit of talk. Serena.
Yeah.
Stage 2 ability once during your turn when you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability to look at your opponent's hand, discard 1 card you find there. If you can
hmm
get it out, that seems really good, but like its
Yeah.
attack really sucks.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it would have to be like a 2/2/2 line as a tech or something if you play Forest already in your deck. Maybe like Serena Plume, maybe Serena like paired with Vespiquen maybe, I don't know.
well, the thing about this card is it's weird. I don't know how this card could affect or it's going to affect standard format, but in expanded, it's kind of dangerous because you can play like a 4/4/4 line with red card, and you have cards like Devolution Sprays and Super Scoop Ups. You also have Battle Compressors, and you have what is it called? The item thing that brings back grass Pokemon.
Revitalizer.
I can't pronounce that card. Yeah, that. I
Yeah.
can't pronounce the L.
It's it seems dangerous for like some sort of
Yeah,
like donk deck and expanded.
it's kind of yeah. It's like handlock or not handlock. Yeah, handlock because they can start off and be like, okay, I go first. Now I'm, play a bunch of shamans and then play red card and then you or delinquent whatever, and like make it like turn one. You make your opponent start off with like 0 cards in hand, stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be risky. All right, we'll move on. That
Yeah.
card looks. I'll give it like a B plus grade.
Yeah, personally, in Japan, the format is different over there because they're still playing X and Y on, from base set. So they have some cards that we don't use anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, for instance, like they still have like Trevenants and stuff like that, and they play with the new cards along and all that. I currently haven't heard or seen people playing, like deck like that because they still have scoop or scoop up as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard it. But on paper, this card sounds pretty good considering how we used to have an expanded the Latios Dunk and the Shift Tree, the traditional Forest and Giant Plant gimmick
Right.
decks.
Look Fortress, whatever.
Yeah. So I personally, and we don't have like scoop up in our standard format. So, the only thing that can put work with it, it's like devolution spray. So
Yeah.
it's not the same. So I'm not exactly sure on how it's going to affect in standard format, but definitely it's going to be an interesting card to see what will happen in expanded. But expanded is a little different too because we have like Trevenant and other stuff that could also deny.
Yeah, it's a solid card. I'll give it like yeah.
Yeah.
The next card on the list looks very interesting too. The Pincer, that does for double
Hmm.
colors. Flip a coin. If heads, return your opponent's active Pokemon or all cards attached to its hand. It seems really like gimmicky, and I think it could be a decent tech in some decks. Like, if there's like some Pokemon that requires a lot of setup, like a Mega Pokemon, and you bounce it back to
Hmm.
somebody's hand, like that's gonna take a full turn for them to set it back up. Like,
Yeah, definitely. It's
it,
an interesting card,
it's
but it's a
interesting.
flip.
It is
Yeah, it's a
it's a
flip.
flip again, and it also has like a very poor secondary attack and two
Yeah,
retreat costs. So I don't know. We'll see. Surskit,
yeah.
Masquerain, nothing good for either of those.
Hmm.
Maybe the Masquerain, like the move one energy attached to your opponent's active to one of his bench, but like energy isn't really a big deal right now in this format where energy goes.
Yeah, and it's an attack as well, so it's kind of like
If it was an ability,
iffy.
it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
Grubbin, Fomantis, Lorantis GX. So we've hit our GX mechanics. GX is
Hmm.
for those of you who don't know who are watching, first time GX is a mechanic where it's like basically a super OP attack, but a GX attack can only be used once per game. If correct me if I'm wrong, Franco,
Hmm.
it's any GX attacks. If you have multiple GX attackers in the deck, once you use a GX attack one time, you can no longer use one for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you can only use one GX move in the whole game.
Right. And so, because they're
Hmm.
considered OP as the Snorlax Pancake deck showed this past weekend.
Yeah.
So let's look at Lorantis. It's
Hmm.
a stage one.
One, yes.
Stage one. Okay.
Hmm.
Grass 40 attached to basic energy from your discard to this Pokemon and your Pokemon anyway. Like okay, that's so it's like a reverse. It's like a Manectric for one energy with less damage,
Hmm.
but you can go anywhere you want.
Hmm.
Grass colorless 120 heal 30. That's pretty bad. Uh,
It's yeah, it's not like the best
if
thing.
it was grass double colors, the attack would be much more acceptable.
Yeah. One thing, I don't know, some people might be aware, some people might not be so aware. This is something that I felt the first time I got introduced with GX cards, were that like oftentimes when we see like a new EX and stuff, we kind of see the attacks. Like are the attacks good? How much are the energy costs, or how much damage can it
Yeah,
do
yeah.
and stuff? Well, at first when I saw the GX Pokemons, my first impression was that the GX attacks were, yeah, in fact they were really good, but aside from that, they weren't too like impressive attacks with along with the energy cost. But one thing that I kind of like learned or kind of started seeing, over time is that if you really pay attention, GX Pokemon has a lot more HP than
Yeah.
EX Pokemon.
They are fat.
Yeah. Like, for example, for this one, it only has 210 HP, but it's only a stage one. But later on, when we go through the other GXs, where they are stage two GXs, they're like buffed up to like 250. And believe it or not, like there's a lot of Pokemons in the current format that can hit 110, but it's not super easy to hit those numbers either.
Hmm.
So it's like I can kind of see like the future of the game where the GX Pokemon are going to be like mainly like two-shotting or like three-shotting if you're trying to play with EX.
Yeah, the format's already gotten to the point where it's like gotten to
Hmm.
two shots. So I think we're slowing
Yeah.
down heavily.
Yeah, so like I think one of the things that we need to take in consideration for GX Pokemon is also their high number HP as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. So let's check out the GX attacks. For grass, it's 50 times the amount of grass energy attached to that one Pokemon. That's pretty bad. It's
Yeah.
for once attack a game, it's like basically it could be a finisher. I think most of the GX attacks are meant to be finishers,
Hmm.
which is what I've been noticing, like the pancake attack. But
Hmm.
it seems pretty bad. First
I mean,
impressions. First
I
impressions, pretty
mean,
bad.
based on like at least like at this moment, because we'll see what happens in
In
the
the current
future.
meta, it seems pretty
Hmm.
bad. Okay, so I'll give that like a solid C.
Yeah, solid C.
It
Since we have
seems
like Volcanions
playable,
and
but like not good enough.
yeah.
Morlull, Shiinotic. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand. Okay, so cool. So an expanded Shiinotic plus Serena or Shiinotic plus Decidueye would be a really scary combo because you can make some sort of a combo deck where you can go
Hmm.
Shiinotic, like keep chaining Shiinotics
Hmm.
until you can pretty much get a setup on your board where you can do things like that. So I think it can also pair well with like a Vileplume Vespiquen in standard. Vileplume Vespiquen could come back with Shiinotic
Hmm.
because you have the ability to search through through item
Yeah.
lock, so you can keep setting up.
And all the grass Pokemon has Forest of Giant Plants, so it makes it easier for setting up
And
evolutions as
and we all
well.
know how good like Garchomp was when Gabite was a thing.
Hmm. So that's an interesting card.
Yeah, I think it'll see some play. I give it like a B probably.
Hmm.
Okay, Growlithe, Arcanine, nothing special there. Torkoal, nothing. So this set got like very little fire support. It looks like.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
that's fine because Volcanian's already super good.
Hmm.
Psyduck,
The
Gold,
Gold Duck is actually, it's not like game changing or anything, but it's actually a pretty fun card.
fun card. Okay.
Yeah, like in the attack, the double jet, it does discard up to two water energies from your hand, and it does 60 damage for each water you discard. But it's a non-EX. It's easy to set up, only needs one energy, and you can put like splash energy to it, so you can kind of like continue spamming. But it has like a nifty synergy with Starmie from Evolutions.
Okay, so
So
Starmie
yeah,
Golduck. It's like a poor man's Greninja.
yeah, basically, yeah. So you can continuously do like 120, 120, 120.
And you can
I
go
mean, like I
balloons.
said,
So you basically play it like Greninja.
yeah.
Okay, so
So it's a
Shelter.
nice fun card.
Yeah, I can. That's decent. Yeah, Shelter, Cloister, flip a coin of heads. Probably no. This is not. Nah, Cloister's pretty bad. Lapras GX, basic.
Yeah,
It's one of the few basic GXs we have.
yeah,
190 HP. That is a lot for a basic.
it is.
Water draw
Considering it's,
3.
yeah, you can Fury Bell it too, so you can kind of like bump it up to like 230.
Water. 160. During your turn, this Pokemon cannot attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good for 3 energy. 160 is a pretty good number. 170 with Fighting Fury Belt. That's
Mm-hmm.
really good for math. Um, water, colorless. GX 100. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. That's a really
Mm-hmm.
bad GX attack. In
Which
my
one? Oh,
Lapras's.
Ice Beam.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It,
okay.
it seems very mediocre. I think the second attack is what makes this card good.
Yeah,
The
but
160, and then you can just
mhm,
like rope switch or like you just have to get into a switching method and you're fine because you already play like
yeah. And if you have Fury Belt, it's 170. So
right, and like the deck probably
mhm.
you can play with like Manaphy and like some form of free retreat because water it could be like modern day water box.
Yeah, and it's only like if you really think about it, it's basic and it only requires three energy, so you can like play elixirs and stuff, and it goes really well with it. Um, as far as the GX move, I don't think it's super impressive, but I mean, guaranteed paralyze, it's pretty nice. So you could try to like, like if they don't have any switching card, like late game or whatever, you can try to like
Yeah,
paralyze it and two shot it. So,
yeah. It's just bad right now in the current format because every deck plays like Switch Escape Rope, like
hmm.
Olympia PCL, so it just doesn't seem good. Right.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's keep going. Wishy Washy. The ability once during your turn. For the first turn or turn you play this Pokemon, you may use this ability to discard a card and return it to your hand. I don't see in any situation where that could be potentially good.
I
Uh,
mean, they haven't released the evolution, or not the evolution, but the form, the school form or whatever.
okay, so there's maybe something to do with that.
Yeah, so we'll see in the future. But as
Yeah,
for now, it's kind of me.
return it to your. I guess it's kind of like a low punny where you can put it back and have an Ultra Ball card.
Yeah, except it only has 30 HP.
Yeah, it's not good. Dupiter, basic. That's pretty bad. Araquanid, stage 1. Opponent,
Hmm.
the Pokemon does not get damage from opponent's fire attacks. Okay, kind of a soft counter to Volcanion. Um,
Hmm.
but its attack blows, so.
Yeah, the attack is like okay. The ability is kind of like nifty, but we'll see. We'll see. It's it's like one of those like traditional wall type of Pokemon, just
Yeah.
like Carving, Safeguard, and all that.
But yeah,
So,
it could like serve a Sigilyph type role
mhm.
or
But
Carving
at
type
least
role.
like the energy requirement is one water and DCE, so it's not terrible to kind of like take in.
It could work in like a modern day
Hmm.
water box
Yeah,
deck. Water got a lot of support, it looks like, in this set.
yeah. So we'll see how it goes in the future.
Pew Kumuku.
Yeah, Pyukumuku.
Basic ability. If this Pokemon is active and knocked out by opponent's damage, it's literally a bursting balloon.
It's a bursting balloon that you can attach a bursting balloon on it, basically.
It's bad. Oh, well, actually, water. Flip a
It's
coin until you hit
okay.
tails 30 times the number of heads. It's gimmicky. Okay, I can. Okay, fine. Maybe I would. It could be a fun deck.
Yeah, it's not like super impressive, but it's fun. It's fun.
You got your Polyline, Poliwrath. Um, Water double colors 80 plus 80 if they have a special condition, and remove the special condition of the opponent active. There's nothing really that gives them special conditions in this current format that we have, so I don't think this is a good card.
Hmm.
Corsola, no, nothing good there. Wingull, no. Pelipper, um, flip a coin if heads this attack does. If tails is attack does nothing, if tails during your opponent's action prevent all damage effects sent to this Pokemon. It's too gimmicky. It's not
Yeah,
good. Yeah. Crab Brawler. I love how Crab Brawler's in here. It's a fighting Pokemon. Um, it's pretty bad.
and it
Crab,
evolves into
crab,
water.
Crabominable. Um, nah, this is not. It's water color. No, the attacks blow on that one too.
Hmm.
Bruxish. 3 basic energy cards. Put them in your hand. Like that has some synergy with the Golduck. The Golduck deck. The Bruxish.
I mean, I prefer to play Professor Litter.
You're right. But that card rotates soon though, so.
That's true. That is true. You have a point.
Bruxish could be decent. Chinchou, Lantern, nothing good there. Charge-a-Bug.
Charge of
90 HP for... Oh no, Charge-a-Bug
stage
is
one.
it's the stage 1. Where's the basic?
No, that's not a basic. That's the stage
No,
one.
where is the basic? Is there's not leaked? The scan hasn't been
Uh,
showed yet?
I think it's a bug. It should be a bug type, so it should be in the grass section. It's just
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like past it.
Probably. It makes sense. Vikavolt. Stage 2 ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for 1 Grass Bond Lightning energy and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. That's pretty decent.
Yeah,
It's an energy accelerator.
like a typical setup type.
Right, but then again, it's like the only way I'd see this working is like Candy. If you play a deck with Candy already existing,
Hmm. Yeah, I
maybe like
mean,
Raikou Electrode.
hmm I mean, to be honest, like this is like one of the cards that I think maybe could be decent like in the future, but as for now, I don't think it's too good because we still have Garv and we're not getting any like tool removal card like Scrapper and Megaphone either.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
considering Garv is in the format, at least like in speaking like in short terms, I don't see I can't see it, but who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe.
yeah,
The ability is definitely nifty and nice though.
for sure.
Hmm.
Uh, Togedemaru, nothing good there. Oh well,
Hmm.
actually, the Lightning Energy one with like the 30 times the number of Lightning Energy discard, it's like a worse Pikachu EX. So,
Basically, yeah. It's a Nani X worse Pikachu, yeah.
but it's like a non-EX, which kind of gives it some allure.
Yeah, you can still put Electrode on it if you really want to, but
Right,
yeah.
right. Zubat, Psychic, choose a card from your opponent's hand without looking and shuffle it back in. Huh. You can look. Lol. Uh, Golbat, Crobat. Um, Okay, the triple colors attack isn't too bad. The 60 plus 60 if it came from your bench
Hmm.
that turn, but it's still
Yeah.
an overall stage 2 attack. So
Hmm. So like, yeah.
the stage ones also suck. There's no like, I mean, like we have regular Zubat, we have the damage dealing Golbat. So if you
Yeah.
you can play like one Crobat
Oh,
in a
but
bad deck,
wait, Rahul,
huh?
wait. You know what's the meaning of this?
What? Oh, Crobat
We can, yes,
Crobat Break.
we can finally play a Cobra Break in standard.
That card is that looks so good, and then it just didn't give it to us for so long.
But yeah, for those who wants to play Crobat Break for fun, there you go. There's
Your
your Crobat that we've been waiting
your
for.
stage 3 deck.
Alright.
Marinade Toxapex.
Yeah,
Um, if this Pokemon is in play, whenever your opponent retreats. Oh, that's kind of cool. Uh,
kind of cool. Yeah,
if they retreat, they're poisoned. Like,
yeah. But quote unquote retreat, retreat.
yeah, it can't be a switch card. It looks like, and there's
Yeah.
not that. So like, if decks continue to play Floatstone, then that'd be super cool. But I feel like if once Garbodor leaves the format, Floatstone leaves, Rope and Switch and those cards are just infinitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
It's
decks that already don't play Garb are already playing Rope Switch.
yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I like it, but at the same time, it's like okay to me.
It's okay, yeah. It's
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, definitely. It puts like a little pressure
Yeah.
because like oftentimes something gets knocked out and you promote like a free retreater. You can't do that anymore
Yeah,
if that
you have to
card
be
is active.
smart. Because you take
Yeah,
that 10 damage.
yeah.
Now here's where we
Well,
get crazy. The Alolan
crazy.
Muck.
The Alolan look. Yeah,
The
I personally like this card
This
too.
card's nutty. Ability: all basic Pokemon in play both players' hands and players' discard piles have no ability. That's not just basic Pokemon. That's every. Oh, that's just basic Pokemon. You're
Yeah, it
right.
is basic Pokemon.
It's a Silent Lab as an
It's a
ability.
silent lab.
It's a Silent Lab,
Yeah, it's on no Pokemon.
but you don't
Yeah,
have to play Silent Lab. So you can go turn one
exactly.
Wallies into this, and then just
Mm-hmm.
chill.
Yeah.
Because Silent Lab can be bounced. This Muck can't really be dealt with.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Silent Lab is going to get rotated out for next season if they do. So it's like, it's also like a
We
nice
also
card.
lose Shaman, so this card loses a lot of power.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Like, you know how they always try to like come up with something unique. You never know in the
Right.
future we might have like something strong too. It's like
Basically.
one of those cards, I guess it's like just good to have it just in case. You know, just keep
Right.
it in your binder for now and we'll see kind of thing.
Yeah. Drowsy. Hypno. Nothing good. Nebby. Get in the bag. That's funny. Cosmium. So just Pokemon with your bench Pokemon. Here we get to the cash money GXs. Lunala GX. As often as you like during your turn, you may move a Psychic Energy attached on one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. That's pretty good for
Hmm.
a stage 2, but it's also a stage
Yeah.
2. And it's
Hmm.
Psychic Energy, and there's nothing really good Psychic. So, maybe Mewtwo as of now. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, the stage two part is like the difficult part, but um, quote unquote, if you're not playing against Dark, I think this card is pretty good because the good old traditional um, moving energy max potion gimmick,
yeah, of course.
and this
Yeah.
one has 250 HP, so it's pretty hard to like take it down.
Yeah, it'll stick for a while.
Yeah,
Its second attack kind of sucks. It's not really that great.
yeah,
But its GX attack is actually ridiculous. 3
hmm,
Psychic. Choose one of your opponent's basic Pokemon, except GX. It's knocked out.
yeah,
You can be like, oh hey, you have an Eevee X on your bench. Bye.
yeah, definitely.
That could make some sort of an
Yeah,
impact coming up.
the GX attack is definitely really strong. I mean, it's a legendary Pokemon, so
Yeah, it has to be good.
yeah,
Like,
it has to be good. Uh, I believe it or not, I personally like this GX decently. The only problem is, it's stage two, but I feel like, like the way I kind of currently see with the card designs and stuff, they're clearly trying to, promote a lot of evolutions more with the GX forms.
hmm
So I feel like, the evolution cards are going to get more support in the later sets.
okay, yeah.
So I have hope with this GX, hopefully in the future. Right now it's kind of iffy because it's like stage two. It's not too played much, and Evil Tall is still like a thing.
Even though it's like
But
BEIF, so it's just like
yeah, and it's weak to Dark. I mean, you can try to be cute and play like weakness policies and stuff, but we'll see. But I definitely can see this card like being pretty useful once
we
like it
lose Evil
manages to
Soul.
sets up. Yeah,
Let's
moving
go.
around the energy, max
Yeah, yeah.
elixirs, utilize stuff like that.
Soul Galeo GX. The other thing that evolves from Cosmium Metal typing. One ability once during your turn, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So it's like it's a free switch that isn't a retreat, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Hmm.
Um, we all know how strong Keldeo was. It still is and expanded. It effectively fulfills the same purpose. Um,
Yeah,
but it's a stage 2 Keldeo, so
yeah,
GX Tech M Metal. Search your deck for 5 energy cards attached to your Pokemon any way you like. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a GX attack. I'll admit that's pretty crazy.
yeah.
I don't think this is too great because again, stage 2 doesn't really have any real damage. Well, the metal call is for 230 is actually good too. I lied.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we haven't hit yet, but we'll have like cards like Professor Kukui where it does like plus 20 and stuff, so you can actually hit 250.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. The problem is like we don't really have like a strong metal like energy acceleration in standard format right
I
now.
think this is the energy acceleration, but that's about it. You gotta go like, you gotta do like max elixir energy switch.
Something like that. But you have to like hit the elixirs while it's like basic form because
Uh,
elixir is only for basic.
yeah. I don't know what you could pair this with, but
Yeah.
it could be cute.
If it was like expanded, I guess I could say like Bronzong and stuff like that.
Oh, an
But
expanded bronze on this would be pretty cool. But
yeah,
that's like you're setting up a stage 1, and you're doing a stage
yeah,
2 on top of that.
exactly.
Be pretty hard. But I think its stage 2 would be still be worth it.
I
The
mean,
stage 1 and the basics suck, so.
mhm. Yeah, I mean, I've seen like several people playing actually this deck with Bronzong in Japan. It's not actually like too terrible. Like, yeah, the setup process is like kind of slow, but once you get it, it's pretty neat. Like I said, and once again, like the GX has like 250 HP, so it's really hard to like take it down. And like Soul Galeo has the rushing ability, so it works really well with Bronzong as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like tier one deck, but it's not
It's a
like
deck.
it's not terrible either. Yeah, yeah.
Makuhita, Hariyama, nothing good there. Parsimian. Um, second attack isn't too bad. 10
You
plus
play, yeah.
10 plus 30 for each Parsimian on your bench. That's 100. You're kind of
Hmm.
just playing like Parsimian deck at that point.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
it's basic one price attacker, so it could be pretty cute
yeah,
as a deck.
yeah. Too bad we lost like Focus Sash and Fighting Stadium and stuff like
Yeah,
that, though.
you go fighting Fury Belt with this
Carbink, Strong Energy,
Carbink.
but
Carbink Parsimian would be kind of a cute deck. I
yeah,
could see
fun
that.
gimmicky. Yeah.
Yeah. Roggenrola, Boldor, Gigalith. Fighting Colors, discard as many fighting as you want. Attached to all of your Pokemon in play. So that's a decent attack for 50 times, but
Hmm.
it's stage 2 again.
Yeah.
Attach a Sandygast, Hollow Sand, also not very good. Huh. Sandcastle. Alolan Meowth, Alolan Persian. Um, second attack's not bad. The Dark for 30 plus 30 if they have damage counters already on them.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's okay, semi okay.
Yep.
Because it's capped at like 60 damage.
Hmm.
I mean, one energy is nice, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like
Dangerous
enough
energy, dude.
damage. Yeah,
Dangerous energy.
I guess.
Sandile, Crocodile, Crocodile. 20 damage times 20 plus 20 for each card in your opponent's hand. I don't see that many decks that have big hands usually.
Considering we play cards like End and stuff.
Hmm. Before doing damage, though, discard a tool attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. 120 Dark Colorless. Um, could be decent, but Dark Colorless makes it a really crappy energy costing attack. Like you want it to be Dark Colorless. That would make it a lot better. Um, that would make Crocodile decently enough to potentially see play again Stage 2. We're in a format where basics are king. Um, yeah, yeah. Eventually down the road, maybe.
We'll see.
Alolan Rattata, Alolan Raticate. This card is good. Alolan Raticate is good. Stage 1, search your deck for as many cards as you have benched Pokemon and put them in your hand. You do that,
Hmm.
you literally go, hey, I'm playing Talonflame Alolan Raticate with one finisher.
Yeah.
You pretty much get to take exactly what you want out of your deck, put it in your hand, get ready to get set up. You can literally play this in Greninja. Play a 1-1 Alolan Raticate in Greninja. Like, why not at that point? Actually, you don't play DC, so don't. You could put a you could put like a 2-2 Alolan Raticate in like Vespiquen or like Raichu or like any like stage 1 attacker that relies on DCE entirely. You go into the
Hmm.
deck, you get exactly what you need. You can even put this in like Eevee, for example. It's just a DCE and it's a one prize attacker. Eevee might not be as great because it's a stage 1. You don't really want as more stage 1s in the deck, but like
Yeah. I
point
personally
is,
like it.
it's good.
Considering, like, once again, like I said, there's no megaphone, there's no tool scrapper, so it goes really well with float stone because it has three retreat,
Oh, it's got 3
and
retreat. That's fat.
yeah, that's pretty fat. So, but once you get the float stone, though, yeah, it's a DC attacker that will allow you to fish out a lot of things and just pray that your opponent doesn't play like N or anything like that the following turn.
Yeah, this new card art's messing me up because I can't tell where the retreat is.
It's all good.
Carvana, discard all tools attached to the opponent's active Pokemon, so we get another tool removal with attack on the active, which is what
Yeah.
Minccino did. Sharpedo,
But this one is all tools.
yeah,
Minccino, I think, only did one
one,
tool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is
Sharpedo,
pretty neat.
stage 1 when this is your active Pokemon, damaged by, okay, so just rough skin.
Yeah.
Um,
Typical Sharpedo.
60 plus 20 times the number of energy opponent's active retreat cost. So you're capping out at like 100 damage usually most, because not a lot of things don't have more than 2 retreat,
Yeah.
so it's not very good. Alolan Diglett, Alolan Duck Trio, Pokemon's in play. Your opponent's Pokemon pay 1 extra energy to retreat. Okay, that's pretty good. 1 extra energy to retreat's pretty good. You take away for your
Hey,
cheaters. You pull up a Hoopa that's 3 retreat now.
hey, roll.
Yeah.
And that kind of works kind of like pretty well with Sharpedo. Just kidding.
Oh, you're right.
Speaking of which, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you put that in and you can do Sharpedo things. You can Alolan Jug Trio, trap them, and then just Sharpedo and start hitting for 20 more
Yeah.
damage.
I mean, just play Skyfield or something and just have a bunch of Duck Trios, man. They stack.
All these like stage 1s, like I just see these
Yeah.
stage 1 like things and I'm just like I could put this in Vespiquen. Yeah, I could put this in Vespiquen. Yeah, I could play this in Vespiquen. This could be decent.
Oh my God. So moving on.
It's MMO and its
Moving
attack.
on.
Um, okay, Skarmory. Discard all special energy cards attached to all. What? That's weirdly good.
Yeah.
You're playing against like Plumebox or a deck like that has like you're playing say against Eevee that has 3 DCs sitting on their field. You just go retreat into Skarmory, DCE, goodbye.
Hmm.
What? There's no way that says they can't be all.
It only has one
What?
in retreat too, which is pretty nice.
That's good. That's good. That card's gonna see play.
Probably, we'll see.
You just put that in the
Definitely.
Eevee mirror and you're like, alright, we're chilling.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm not. That's good. I like that card. Yeah,
Yeah, I like it too.
that's good. That's good. Cutie Fly, Ribombi. Ability, you may heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. That's decent. It's decent as a stage 1 ability, but it
Yeah,
has 60
it's
HP.
cute.
Yeah. You can do like a
It's stage one.
fairy healing deck.
Yeah, basically.
They're like introducing archetypes to everything, kind of.
Hmm.
Snubble, Granbull. Um, nothing good. Nothing good. Dratini. Oh, this Dratini's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Grass search deck for either one Dragonite, Dragonite, Dratini shuffle your deck afterwards. So it's a self-search card, but it's an attack. Um, Dragonair. Colorless. During your next turn, you can attach as many energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon. So you can go Dratini attack next turn, evolve Dragonite, attach.
Yeah, you get the deluge for a
Yeah,
turn.
you get the Deluge for a turn,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. Because if you have two Dragonairs set up and you do that, you pretty much can. Well, if you get like three Dragonairs on your field, realistically, because it's a stage one thing, you play heavy level balls, cards like that, you can pretty much set up two Dragonites in one turn, and two
Hmm.
Dragonites can be able to carry you, because it looks like Dragonite for 160 HP, stage two, Grass Lightning 130, discard a Lightning and a Grass, or five colorless 200 flip a coin tails. You're never going to go for the second attack. Always the first attack.
Actually, the first attack is pretty nifty considering you just attach a double dragon and you can just discard it and do 130 with it.
You're right. Oh, you can also use Vikavolt to charge it up.
Yeah.
So it's like synergy across the board. This card seems pretty decent. I like it. Um,
It's pretty bulky too.
it is pretty bulky. 160 is an awkward number to hit. It's
Hmm.
effectively a stage 2 EX. Yeah, I think it can see play. It definitely can.
It's nice. It's nice. I definitely, like I was saying earlier, I do like how they're really promoting the evolutions a lot and giving like fun effects.
Yeah. It's cute. Stuff is cute.
Indeed.
Kangaskhan. We get back our the Eevee that everyone loves.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Better than ever though, because this time he has 60 HP, not 50.
Thank God, dude. No need to play
Yeah.
Signs of Evolution.
Yeah, and he also has a quick draw where he allows you to draw.
Yeah, the
If
attacks are
you,
good. Like, I'm playing this
yeah.
for Flareon and Expanded. We're chilling. Um, Umbreon GX, 200 HP. This is the
Oh,
arguably
the money card right
the
here.
best card in the set according to everybody
The
so far.
hype card.
Stage 1, 200 HP stage 1. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Dark for 30. If you want to switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, that's nothing. Dark, double colorless. 90, this attack does 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's a Night Spear
Night Spear.
for one less dark than it used to be. Night Spear
Yeah.
was good, and it was dark colorless. The upside, the difference between Darkrai and this is a stage 1 as opposed to Darkrai being a basic. Darkrai was dark colorless, this is dark colorless. So
Mhm.
Umbreon, while you need to have the evolution, is much more easier to attack with for the
I
cost.
mean, you can literally go turn one, attach Dark to Eevee, and then get the Umbreon GX, and then following turn, if you hit the DC, you can, Night Spear.
Or you can go Max Elixir, Wally's DCE 90 on turn 1.
Yeah, but if you elixir it, you can't use the. I mean, you could elixir it too, but you can't use the energy
Yeah. Yeah,
evolution.
but
But
it's
whichever
easy to
works.
it's easy to set
Whichever
up. You
works.
just need to find
Yeah.
a dark in your setup.
Yeah.
And it's GX attack. It's dark colorless. Discard two energy cards attached to your opponent's Pokemon and discard them. So it's like it's a stall tactic. So it's not a bad GX attack to have, but
Mhm.
the money attack is the Night Spear.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you can actually do fun tricks. Like the first attack, you know how it hits for 30 and then it goes to the bench, right?
Yeah.
You can just promote like Pugumuku or whatever with bursting balloons and stuff, and
Yeah,
you can spread
you
damage.
can play Umbreon GX Wall like Donphin
Yeah.
with dangerous
So
energy.
yeah, but definitely the fact that it's a GX with 200 HP and it's stage one, that's big.
It's bulky, yeah.
Yeah, it's big.
Here's the other evolution. Espeon GX, stage 1, Psychic 30, opponent's Pokemon's confused. Psychic colors 60 plus 30 of the number attached to your opponent's energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. That's also a pretty good
Yeah,
attack.
this is also, yeah, like I was saying, Umbreon and Espeon is probably it's gonna be like the most hyped
Eevee
GXs.
box could be a
Yeah.
deck coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this, but as I was saying, this is stage one GX, quote unquote stage one, and you already playing EVs, so you can also combine with the
Evolution.
evolutions like the Flareon and
That's
Vaporeon and
dirty.
Jolteon. Yeah, and provide them like extra type. So
That's dirty, yeah.
yeah, you can play like Vaporeon and Umbreon can hit weakness to Volcanions and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the GX attack, Psychic colors, ton damage on your opponent's Pokemon. 10 damage counters. What?
Yeah, 10, 100.
Okay, that's a pretty good GX attack.
Yeah.
You can effectively set up. You can do things with that. That could be pretty cute. You can make plays. You can go Espeon, set up things, and then just go into your Umbreon and then just start
Yeah.
doing stuff.
To be honest, I've actually seen a couple players in Japan playing the Espeons and Umbreon together, because the Night Spear type, spreads damage, so you can kind of like set it up,
Hmm.
and eventually you can kind of like do the GX attack for Espeon and pull like two knockouts and stuff like that. Like you can do tricks with it.
Yeah, for sure. I really like that. And that's cute.
Hmm.
Spinda, nothing good. Lillipup, nothing good. Herdier, once during your turn when you play this card from your hand to Wolf, you may put an item card from your discard pile into your hand. That's decent. That's decent. It's
Hmm.
melodic, but a
Yeah,
worse melodic.
yeah. It's like,
It's,
it's not bad,
it's not bad.
but it's not like super impressive either.
It could see play depending on what
Hmm.
decks. Like if the format slows down, anything could see play. Honestly,
Yeah.
because the format's too fast right now. Once it slows down for a lot of these cards, it'll be good.
Hmm.
Stalon's bad. Young Goose is into Gumshoosey GX. Ability. Once you're turning, look at your opponent's hand. That's that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I
Um,
personally like it just because I like to see your opponent's hand and see what's going on. But that's just me.
Smeargle was extremely powerful when we had that ability, but that was also because you could use a supporter. But
Yeah.
yeah, colors, 100 vanilla. Uh, colors GX 10 plus 50 for each energy attached to your active Pokemon. Your
It's
opponent's active
okay.
Pokemon. It's not
Yeah.
a good enough GX attack in my opinion. Its attacks suck,
Yeah.
but it could be used as like
Yeah.
a 1/1 line or something.
Yeah. The ability is nifty since it's only stage one, but other than that, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you could play like a 1/1 line of it and then chill.
Yeah.
Stuffle, Beware, Spiro, Fiero, um, hmm, Piggyback, Trumbeck, Toucanon. These cards all suck.
No, nothing. It's just like when I see Toucan, it's just like it reminds me of Jose now.
Oranguru, that card's pretty good. That's been getting some hype
Yeah.
with the fact that it's a basic and you can just once per turn draw cards instead of three. Octillery gets a lot of hype because you can drop to five, but it's a
Yeah.
stage one, which is the biggest drawback of Octillery. So Oranguru,
I personally like it.
yeah, you can see you can see pretty good play because you just go you can if it's a huge hard counter to Delinquent.
That and I guess like N if they end you to like one or two late game.
Yeah, or like you can risk going Ultra Ball for Parsim or Oranguru, or you can like Ultra Ball away like a draw supporter and do a lot of stuff and just go draw
Hmm.
three, maybe hit a VS Seeker.
Yeah, and the attack isn't like terrible either. Like under like desperate situations,
Yeah,
so it's not like a complete bench sitter. I mean, granted, most of the time it's going to be a bench sitter, but having that option, it's pretty neat too. So I like it.
it's a really good card.
Yeah, and
Tauros
moving on.
GX, 180 HP basic, colors 20 for each damage count on this Pokemon. That's pretty bad. Colors for 60, colorless for GX 30 times or 30 plus.
30 plus
30 plus
plus 30.
plus 30 damage for each
Yeah,
damage counter on this Pokemon. So it's just Tauros is relying on getting damage on you, and there's not much that does self damage, so I don't like that card.
it's okay. I mean, granted, if you have 60 damage on it, it does like 180 though.
But that's once per game.
Yeah, for a DC.
Yeah,
I mean, the Rage does like similar thing. It's okay. It's like
it's on the weaker end of the GXs.
mm, yeah, I wouldn't like say it's terrible, but it's easy splashable. But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
It's like
trainers. Ilma,
Ilma.
Spora. Both players shuffle their hands in a deck. Flip a coin. At head, they draw six. Tails four. It's gimmicky. I don't think it's good, but it
You don't
could
think it's
be.
good?
It could be. It could be. But like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's
It's
four outcomes.
very.
There's four outcomes. The best case outcome for you being you draw six, they draw three.
Mhm.
There's two medium case outcomes where you
Mhm.
draw six, they draw six, or they draw three, or I mean they draw three, you draw three, which is both like medium outcomes, right? It's a wash. But then there's
Yeah,
the worst case outcome, where you draw 3 and Dre draws 6, which is just bad. But like
yeah.
anytime you're also
First,
going to 3 off a draw supporter, that's also
mhm.
technically a bad outcome. So there's 3 bad outcomes and 1 good outcome, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. It's pretty it's way too situational. The one thing that I kind of like it, kind of, it's like you can pull like a cute trick where, like late game your opponent is like going through their deck and you play it, and if they flip heads, they can deck out. But that's about it. It's just like
Maybe it could go to
overall, I'm
mill
not.
deck, maybe.
Yeah, it's like overall, I'm not like a big fan of the card either. It's too situational, but we'll see.
Kukui, Professor Kukui, draw 2 cards during your turn. Your opponent attack, deal 20 more damage. Better, it's a better Giovanni's.
I personally like this card
Yeah,
quite a lot.
yeah. It seems once we like lose a couple of the cards we have right now, it'll become like
Like the
a.
plus 20 is pretty big, I think, in my opinion,
Mm,
like under the right situation. And on top of that, you get to draw 2 cards, which is not terrible.
it's a really good one-up supporter.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, just having it in the discard pile, it could swing it when you need it.
Team Skull Grunt. Look at your opponent's hand and discard 2 energy cards you find there. That's pretty good for mill decks. That's pretty good for disruption decks, like a Plume Lock or any lock decks. I like that.
Yeah.
Lily, draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw cards until you have 8 in your hand. Maybe you could simply. Bianca didn't see much play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the fact that you can go up
Yeah.
to 8 on your first turn makes Lily a little better. But
Yeah.
you have to play like heavy copies, like 3 to 4, if you want to find that Lily.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. They're gonna have Sycamore for a while, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have him for a while.
Yeah, like let's say if we're losing Sycamore at some point and we don't get any supporter like that, then maybe we might be, seeing this in play in the future. But
I
as for now,
think
I don't
Lily
see
could
it.
be like a decent one of and expanded, because you can compress her away on your first turn and Lily for 8.
Yeah, but then again, we didn't really see too much like Bianca in play either, so it's kind
Right.
of like
Yeah.
iffy. And like the 8 card, it's nice, but if you don't draw it turn one, it's useless. So
Yeah.
it's practically
You lose a lot of the
Bianca.
value. Yeah. We get Crushing Hammer
Yeah.
reprint back. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Rahul,
Yeah. Yeah.
fun little fact, the full out Lilia
Uh huh.
is actually worth like $100 in Japan.
What?
Yeah, it's not because the card is good though. I'll tell you that.
Is it just because like the pull rates are really high, like low in this set?
No, it's just like I guess Lilia is like popular in Japan. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Moving on.
Crushing Hammer gets a reprint, so we get our old friend back. That card has been like literally in circulation forever. Timer Ball. Flip 2 coins for each head. Search your deck for evolution Pokemon. Put them in your hand. It's not bad. That's not bad.
It's like a dual ball for evolution, basically.
That's yeah. It's, when you put it that way, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Once we lose Ultra Ball Shaman Engine, I think Timer Ball, like all these like gimmicky balls, become a lot better.
Yeah.
Right now, Ultra Ball Shaman Engine is just way too good, but Timer Ball
I
could
agree.
definitely stay play.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Timer Ball makes Vespiquen Vileplume so much better in Standard.
That's true. Force of Giant Plan, though.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to play Vespiquen Vileplume for Standard. Uh, oh,
We'll see. Spoilers.
oh god, the deck just seems so much better now. Repel,
It's like a Pokemon circulator.
yeah.
I
Mm,
mean, it's
it's
okay. I mean,
okay.
we have Scape Rope still, though.
Yeah. Rotom Pokedex. Count how many
Mm-hmm.
prizes you have left and shuffle them into your deck. Then place as many new prizes from the top of your deck. Um, Battle see play in decks that really revolve around having something not prized. Like if you're playing
Yeah.
Greninja, you can go water duplicates and then do that so you can get one more Frogadier back into your deck maybe. But like the thing is, you also run the same risk of putting the same, if not worse, resources back in
Yeah.
because it's not like Azelf. It's not like Town Map. I think Town Map is better than Rotom Pokedex. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the only
I
scenarios I see it being really good are like you're playing like Greninja and you play like 3 Frogadier and you're like, oh, I have to use this.
Yeah, I personally usually see like in
Hello? Franco. I lost you. Okay, I think I lost Franco. Let me check Skype real fast. Uh, you good? Let's hit him with that. Um, okay, we'll just run this solo till he comes back. Um, I don't know what he was trying to say, but yeah, it looks like we'll just turn his camera off for, and we'll just roll. Um, let me call him back real fast so we can. We'll see if this fixes it. Okay, he's calling back.
All
Sorry for
right,
the
I'm back.
inconvenience.
I'm alive.
Yeah, we brought him back. Let me turn his video back on, so I don't have to do a solo cast by myself.
Okay, are we on?
Yeah, we're back. We're still going. I never stopped recording.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh,
So I was saying is the only scenario I see with the Rotom decks is like decks like mill decks where you don't take prizes to,
yeah. To get back
shuffle
like
that, or good
expanded
old
Durant maybe.
yeah, or good old Brad's favorite card, Greedy Dice.
Greedy die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Okay. So we're moving on. EXP share comes back. Card could be pretty good.
I mean, we already
Um,
have it.
yeah, we already have one. Um, Energy retrieval, we keep that in circulation. That's fine.
Hmm.
Big Masalada or Malasada. Heal
Hmm.
20 in one special condition. The special condition makes it pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
considering we know how good Center Lady kind of was.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, granted, Center Lady is like way stronger,
Because
but
of you have the VS Seeker abuse, yeah.
and the 60 and it's 60 heal and removes all special condition. This one only removes
One,
one special
yeah.
condition. Yeah.
Um, Nest Ball, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it on your bench. That's pretty good. Nest Ball is really good, actually.
Yeah, decent. Like,
The only reason I think Ultra Ball is still going to be stronger is because you can Ultra Ball abuse Shaman, but I think you'll see more decks going
in the future.
Nest. I think like Nest Ball is going to be almost instant inclusion on a lot of lists as soon as Sun and Moon hits.
Yeah.
Or like at least a two of copy kind of thing, because you can just go. It's a free search card. Like why wouldn't you? It's
Yeah.
incredible consistency added.
Yeah, and I see the same way as well.
Okay, Switch comes back into circulation. It's always in every base
Mhm.
set usually.
Poison Barb.
Poison Barb. If okay, so it's decent.
Yeah.
DCE comes back. Rainbow comes back. Um, okay, so now the
The starter decks.
starter decks. Rowlet.
Yeah.
I talked about the Decidueye GX in a different video. I think this card is the best GX one and really a threat and expanded because it can. It's a
Yeah.
donk deck.
I've actually seen in the current standard format in Japan, but that's Japan is X and Y on, so it's a little different. But they do play this one for like turn one donk.
Yeah, it's a scary donk deck.
Yeah, Forest Giant Plant, Devo, Scoop Up,
Timer Ball.
Battle Compressor, Tizer, and all that. Since the ability doesn't require energy to put damage on it.
Yeah, you just wreck them.
Yeah.
The other two, Incineroar GX and Primarina X, both aren't very good.
Yeah.
How is draw three? There's always one of those in every base set.
Yeah, it's
Um,
that one card.
Energy Switch, Potion, Super. I think it's a Great Ball.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ultra Ball. We're getting okay. So Ultra Ball stays in circulation. That's
Yeah.
fine. I don't mind. I don't mind Ultra Ball as long as we don't have Shaman because it loses a lot of power once you lose Shaman. Because cards like Timer Ball, Heavy Ball, Level Ball, they all just become infinitely stronger the moment that Shaman rotates.
Yeah.
Um, we get Candy, Catcher's back. We never lost that. Sick. Um, that's fine. We might see play. Um, Snorlax GX promo. It saw some play over the weekend in
Hmm.
Dallas. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like there's anything else on here. These are
I
just
mean,
rulings.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're getting this, but reminding that once again, like Rahul mentioned in the previous video, the burn rule might change here, or I should say it should change here, I
Yeah,
believe, right?
yeah, we should be getting the new burn rule.
Yeah, because if Japan is changing it, I'm pretty sure we're getting the same rule as well. So that's something we'll see in the future as well. Overall, as a conclusion, at least from my perspective point of view, I think is, like typical base set,
Yeah, it's
you know, like,
nothing game breaking.
yeah, there's like, a couple few nifty things that, could be kind of useful, like in the, like pretty soon, like now when it comes
Yeah,
out.
there's probably
But,
synergies that'll come out later. Just like it's like the same with
yeah.
every base set. Like when we got
Hmm.
X and Y base set, we got Eevee X, but that card didn't see any play for like a good 1-2 sets until like people started coupling it with Dark Patch and Garbodor and stuff like that. Like Darkrai was just better for a while. Like
Hmm.
once cards start rotating, a lot of the cards in the base sets will end up shining. I think it's the same exact purpose. A lot of these cards are to keep cards in circulation, keep cards that players enjoy, that keeps the metagame healthy
Yeah.
continuously in the format. And I think the metagame we have right now is one of the healthiest we've had in a long time,
Hmm.
with a lot of different decks be having the potential to take things off another player. A lot of the decks involving a heavy skill. Um, there's a reason right now that we see the same names at the top.
Hmm.
Um, so in conclusion, I think like the set's pretty decent. It's a base
Yeah.
set at the end of the day. Like there's nothing groundbreaking in it.
Yeah.
Overall, there's only like a few trainer cards. None of the real Pokemon I think will make an impact for
Not anytime soon at this
not
moment.
anytime
At this
soon.
point, yeah.
So looking forward if you're going to Anaheim regionals, some of the trainers might make an impact in your lists, increase your consistency.
Hmm.
Some cute cards. I might be playing Vileplume Vespiquen. Probably will be. Um, Other than that, like it's nothing cute, nothing special in this that'll change the game too
Yeah.
much.
I mean, so far, definitely, I personally like the direction they're trying to take, at least based on what I see. They're trying to make evolutions more appealing, giving them like cool abilities and cool effects. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward, not just like Sun and Moon, but like, like the following sets as well to see how things are going to change in the next a year or few months or so.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys so much for watching.
Hmm.
It's our first like real set review. We'll do one for like every set that comes out in the future. If any of us ever attend a pre-release, we'll do like early pack opening stuff like that. Attending a pre-release is very rare for some of us because we're just highly competitive players, so we just kind of order our cards that we
Yeah.
need. This set looks kind of fun. I'll be honest. So there might be a box ordering in the future. Um, I don't know. I think like there's enough good stuff that a box could be warranted because it's a base set.
Yeah.
But base sets are always good to buy as a box because that's a point of reference for any newer players. A base set box is always good to buy because it has a lot of staples you might need for the future. Um,
Hmm.
Other than that, thank you guys so much. Please be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Please
Hmm.
be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, something like that. Add me and Franco on Facebook. You can catch a lot more
Yeah.
of us. You'll see more of me than anything, but hopefully Franco will be doing a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Japanese openings, talk like yeah, he'll do some fun stuff for
Yeah.
us. Give us some like an eye on Japan type of thing.
Yeah. Like I said, we're mainly covering TCG as a whole part, but we'll try to find different things to do to keep the channel different and, like not doing do cover different content just to cover and
Right.
support the community.
Stay keep fresh.
Hmm.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and you can catch us later. Bye.
Later. Bye.